We ask you, brothers, to respect those who labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love because of their work. Be at peace among yourselves. 1 Thessalonians 5, 12 through 13. A couple of weeks ago, I decided that I was going to share some observations from 30 years of ministry. I shared about how my mom said that my grandpa said that the worst fights happen in the church. This week, I'd like to go in a little different direction. One of the things that I learned from my mentor is that when a pastor lays down his life for the sake of the congregation, and when the congregation honors and prays for their pastor, God is glorified. I watched as the people of Ascension Lutheran, Waterloo, would love, honor, and pray for Pastor Lindberg. They weren't spiritual giants. They were just down-to-earth people who, by the power of the Holy Spirit at work in their lives, were trying to love God, and were trying to love one another, and were trying to love and pray for their pastor. Their prayers and loving support made a big difference for their pastor as he served not only the local congregation, but the national church body as well. In our first official meeting, Pastor Lindberg admonished me 3 times to love the people. I watched over the years that followed as he did exactly that. He was by no means perfect, but he had a deep love for those God had placed in his charge. I believe that the relationship that Pastor Lindberg had with those he served was a draw to those who visited the church. I think that the same words that were used to describe the early church could have been used to describe Ascension Waterloo. See how they love one another. My prayer is that as I and others who are called to spiritual leadership at Ascension Ames lay down our lives for those we are called to serve, and as you, God's people, honor, love, and pray for those in spiritual leadership, the same may be said of Ascension Ames that was said of Ascension Waterloo. See how they love one another. Press on in the Lord.